So my tire model video blew up. We went from 8 subs to about 66 subscribers in counting today. And you guys absolutely flooded the comments with your own tips and tricks. But here's what's really interesting. Some of you are saying that the tire model feels great, and others were struggling just like I was. Today, we're putting your suggestions to the test at Spa in the Mustang GT3 to see which one gives us the fastest lap time. First off, I wanna say thanks to everybody who watched and commented. The response to this video has been incredible. But what really caught my attention was how divided the feedback was. So we've got @_Leymo, Leymo, saying that they had no problems and won 4 races day 1, while Gabek, again, I'm probably butchering these, Gabek 1173 was, you were ready to delete the game entirely. Then we have these specific suggestions that I want to test. B. Hendrik Abel mentioned raising the front suspension at Dudo Gersak. I am saying these so wrong. Anyways, you had a different approach using the Packers and anti-roll bars instead of changing the rear wing. And Steven Bytekofer, again, I'm saying these so wrong, 6831, you suggested the front ride height adjustment to avoid the straight line speed penalty. So we've got 2 for saying raising the front suspension. And then we have Marius, R221, and you had mentioned something about the ABS changes that came with the update, which I didn't mention in the previous video. So here's what we're doing. We're taking those approaches, the same track, and we'll see what the lap times tell us. All right, so what had happened was, obviously it is a new day. I am not wearing the same shirt. It is sunny outside. When I originally recorded this whole thing, I had the track settings completely jacked up. I thought green meant something completely different on track settings, so we're gonna go with saturated today. So that way we have the best grip. Because what was happening is I was using your guys' suggestion and the car just, I was driving on ice, okay? So we're gonna make that change here. We're gonna go back to Spa and we're gonna use the same car, the Mustang GT3, and we're gonna make sure here, we're gonna go up to the advanced options, and in the advanced options, we're gonna set the practice starting grip to saturated. So that way we have good grip from the beginning, all right? And that way we can actually get some temp in our tires, because in green essentially is like the track is clean, like it just rained and stuff and all that. So there was no grip. It was like a pain in the butt to get the tires heated up. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna go here and make sure that everything's set correctly. We're gonna set the weather to sunny, or at least warmer, so that way we get some heat in those tires. And go back to event settings. Tire warmers are on, fuel usage is real, tire wear is real. And well, here we go. We are going to now select the setup that I used in the last video. And I've already made some changes here, but it was at 5 degrees, which we added for the stability. We're gonna change it now down to 3 degrees. So bringing back that instability, and I've already made the change here, and we bumped up the ride height. The first suggestion here, the first test we're gonna do is the ride height in the front, bumping it up a couple clicks. Test number 1, here we go. All right. So still not quite flat out through there with the front raised, but it does feel easier to catch though. This is the part that always kills me. A little bit harder to turn it in. If I didn't let go there, I would have been in the sand. All right. So we got, with the front being raised by 3 clicks, we got a 2-minute 23.233. I will say with this setup, it does feel more stable, but there still are some bits where I'm seriously fighting the car because I don't know, for me, it feels like the rear end just wants to slip right out. I will say that's better than what it was stock. On to test number 2. So we're gonna bring the front back down to where it was, and then we're gonna go over to the Packers. And we're gonna raise the front Packers 2 or 3 clicks. Anti-roll bars, and I can't speak today apparently. And what we're gonna do is we're going to increase each of them by 2. Again, I'm no expert at the setups and whatnot, okay? So I really don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just testing what you guys put in the comments to see the results of each. With that being said, let's get on track and do test number 2. All right, here we go. We're already on a better start. As you can see, my Delta's green and we're in the 221s right now. So the Packers actually was, let me not speak too soon here. So the Packers and the anti-roll bars actually do seem to really do something for the car here. Yeah, that was a bad line. But I mean, guys, look, it's already at 221. We're slowly creeping back up to the 222. But that's a lot quicker than just raising the front ride height. All right, so that time was a 222.094, so that's like a 1.5 seconds maybe quicker than what we did before. So that second test right there seems to be the winner of the two, adjusting the Packers and adjusting the anti-roll bars. The car definitely felt more stable and it felt quicker too. I mean, as we can see from the 222 that we got, and we were borderline 221 until I made a mistake. But yeah, test number 2 wins right now. Now we're gonna go on to the third test, but it's really not a test, okay? I wanted to make sure that I am taking your guys' suggestions and applying them. So I'm gonna take my setup, my new setup, and we're gonna just mess around with the ABS and see what happens. We'll do 2 or 3 ABS settings. So we'll do 9, which is what I have it to now. We'll do 6, which is balanced. And then we'll do 3, which I would need to look on the website. Let me do some research real quick. I don't know why I said that. It literally labels it as you're selecting it. So we go to brakes. So we're gonna test 9, which is understeer. We're gonna test 6, which is balanced. And we're gonna test 3, which is oversteer. So let me get my setup and let's get back on track. We're just gonna do these 2 turns here. So definitely a lot of understeer there. Coming up a first turn, first hard braking. I can already feel the, it does want to, oh Jesus. It wants to turn in more on 6. Yeah, I can feel the rear end of the car coming up. Jesus. Yeah. ABS 3 is Something I've got to get used to, and you've got to get used to if you're gonna use it too. Good God. Definitely cooked the rears. Yeah, ABS 3 I think is a little much for me. And before I get the haters in the comments that are gonna be like, oh, well, that just means you're a bad driver. It's like, no, that just means you're a hater. No, but in all seriousness, it all depends on your driving style. Everybody has a different driving style. So I mean, if it suits you, go for it. But for me, ABS 3 seems to be a little bit more on the way too oversteery side. So going through those two tests that you guys have recommended and also going through the ABS changes, we see that we got different results, obviously. The second test yielded the most results with I don't remember what it was, so I'll put it up on the screen here. But that was the fastest time of today's tests. Also, looking at the ABS settings, setting 3 is going to turn the car, essentially you're gonna have a lot of oversteer, So if you're not used to that, you might wanna stay towards 6 or 9, around that area. So just keep that in mind. But all in all, what we all need to remember is, like Miguel Chalupa said in the comments, Miguel Chalupa, really? Sometimes you just need to slow down and feel the car. Because of how we changed everything, the feeling of the car changed every single time, so I wasn't able to get really a consistent just lap time down. The test today wasn't really a serious thing, guys. I want you guys to understand that this is just for your entertainment. I wanted to engage you guys because you guys flooded the comments. And I mean, it's a new day. Obviously, I'm wearing a new shirt and we're at 102 subscribers, guys. 102. I started this 2 weeks ago, just about 2 weeks ago, and we're at 102 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. A huge shout out to all of you who viewed this video, who watched the video all the way until the end, and who left a comment and subscribed and liked every single bit of it. Huge shout out to you guys. Anyways, drop a comment down below. Are you team this update feels great, or are you team that I'm considering uninstalling the game? I just dropped my mouse. And Gabek1173, don't delete the game. Don't do it. Come back. This was entertaining at all. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more content. Believe me, I got another video in the pipeline, and I'll see you guys on track.